Weddington High School. It is my distinct pleasure to have the opportunity today to recognize the significant honor that Landon Klaus, Katie Corby, and Spencer Higgins have earned by receiving appointments to the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. This year there were 16,000 students from throughout the nation who applied for one of approximately 1,200 seats in the Naval Academy's class of 2023. An appointment to the United States Naval Academy is equivalent to a full four-year scholarship valued at approximately $400,000, including all tuition, room and board, medical and dental benefits, and a monthly salary. After completing the four-year curriculum at the Naval Academy, students receive a Bachelor of Science degree in one of 25 majors and earn a commission as an officer serving in either surface warfare, the Marines, aviation, submarines, or special forces. On a personal note, we should recognize that Landon, Katie, and Spencer are committing at least the next 9 years of their lives in service and leading others in the most challenging environments for the greater good, defense, and safety of us all. They have a report for active duty in just a few weeks in Annapolis, Maryland, and their lives will never be the same. Weddington High School should be very proud as the only high school in the state of North Carolina with 3 appointments to the Naval Academy this year and one of 5 in the United States. Landon, Katie, and Spencer's achievements, and on behalf of the Superintendent, Vice Admiral Ted Carter of the United States Naval Academy, it is my pleasure to present certificate of appointments to the Naval Academy class of 2023 to Landon Klaus, Katie Corby, and Spencer Higgins.
Good morning. My name is Jim Cortez, and I'm here to represent the United States Coast Guard Academy. On behalf of Rear Admiral Rendon, Superintendent of the Coast Guard Academy, I will now present an appointment to the class of 2023. Now, I heard a couple of words when I first got here: mission and excellence. Those two things really go together with any of these candidates, because if you put your mission before yourself, excellence will follow. Ranked among the nation's most prestigious and selective institutions of higher learning, the United States Coast Guard Academy provides a fully funded 4-year academic, athletic, and military experience focused on the education of the future leaders of our nation. This summer, 275 of our country's very best and brightest students will report to New London, Connecticut to begin a demanding 200-week program resulting in a Bachelor of Science degree and a commission as an ensign in the United States Coast Guard. Ladies and gentlemen, as a representative of the United States Coast Guard Academy, it's my honor and privilege to present an appointment to Emma Horn. Since I've been here, from Colonel Morgan in the back, told me that she actually had appointments to other institutions, which is uncommon. We've heard the statistics of 16,001 getting in one of these institutions, but to get into 3 and make the choices that she has is amazing. Really, really uncommon. I wanted to present this coin from the state of North Carolina, so she remembers where she's from. and many like me are here to help.
Good morning. My name is Paige Ford, and I graduated from the West Point class of 2010. At this time, I would like to call Jordan Gaines, Tyler Williams, and Eamon Murphy to the stage. I am proud to announce that Jordan and Tyler have been accepted to attend the United States Military Academy at West Point, and Eamon will attend West Point's prep school. The Academy's mission is to educate, train, and inspire the Corps of Cadets. Each graduate is held to the highest of standards as a commissioned leader of character, committed to the values of duty, honor, country, and prepared for a career of professional excellence and service to the nation as an officer in the United States Army. The United States Military Academy at West Point ranks as one of the best, if not the best, universities in America, oftentimes ranking higher than Harvard, Princeton, Yale, and Stanford. Jordan, Tyler, and Eamon will each receive a 4-year full scholarship valued at over $400,000. Their scholarship will include tuition, room and board, textbooks, a monthly stipend, medical care, access to a world-class faculty, an elite academic program, and much more. The admissions process is arduous, and earning an appointment to West Point is an incredible accomplishment. Upon graduation, Tyler, Jordan, and Eamon will leave West Point with a Bachelor's of Science degree, and most importantly, will be commissioned as second lieutenants in the United States Army. I can guarantee that after graduation, they will be overseas, whether in Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, or elsewhere, fighting our nation's wars. Eamon, Jordan, and Tyler, your family, friends, school, community, and nation are proud of your commitment to serve our country. We are thankful for your selfless service and the leadership that you will provide during your time in the military. On behalf of the Superintendent of the United States Military Academy at West Point, Lieutenant General Darrell Williams, I am pleased to present each of you with your appointment to West Point. Congratulations.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Major Peter Moss, and I'm an adjunct professor of military science at the University of North Carolina in Charlotte. And following the academies, there are many different ways you can seek your commission as an officer in the United States Army. ROTC is an opportunity for you to attend school full-time as a student while learning the skills to be a leader in the United States Army. One of your fellow students has chosen that life for himself, and I have the distinct pleasure of recognizing for his academic studies, extracurricular participation, athletic activities, and demonstrated leadership potential, Gerald Hartman. To the University of North Georgia, valued at over $50,000.
Morning. So I'm Sergeant Volker. I'm the guys' Marine Corps representatives. Us as Marines, we just
we like to roll deep, because, we can. Right? So, hey, first of all, I'd like to thank the administration, the guidance department, and the rest of the faculty to allow us to present these awards today. So every year, the Marine Corps likes to take pride in recognizing outstanding students, and definitely I'd like to kind of give a little bit of history, because we're huge about history. Over the years, the Marines have many nicknames such as Jarheads, Leathernecks, and Shock Troopers. But one nickname has stood out above the rest and really stuck. In 1918, during World War I, the German army was advancing towards Paris. The French army was in full retreat. Newly arrived Marines were thrown into the breach to prevent the German army from reaching France's beloved city. The Germans encountered the Marines in Bellewood, France. The fighting lasted over 2 weeks and became known as the Battle of Bellewood. The Marines continuously repelled the Germans, which caused their drive towards Paris to fizzle and die out. Within 5 months, an armistice was reached and fighting ceased. In the official reports, German officers continuously referred to the ferocity and tenacity of the Marines they encountered. They referred to them as Teufelshunden, simply meaning devil dog. I'd like to present the Devil Dog Award to Sebastian Weidman and Patrick Howard and Colin McKenzie for enlisting in the United States Marine Corps.
Hey, good morning. My name is Major Jeremy Davis. I'm with the recruiting station here, and I'd also like to thank everyone for letting the best dressed branch go last. First presentations. So it's my honor and privilege today to present a member of the graduating class with a full $180,000 scholarship to Marine Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps. The scholarship process is an extremely competitive process, and it measures applicants by their moral values, leadership potential, and most importantly, their honor, courage, and commitment. She was among 10 high school seniors and high school graduates from across North Carolina and South Carolina to receive this honor. Before I announce the recipient of this year's scholarship, please allow me to briefly describe to you what this scholarship represents. Within the Marine Corps, nothing is ever given, it must be earned. This individual did just that, distinguishing herself amongst her peers in academics, excelling in athletics, and in leadership roles within school organizations. She demonstrated the moral, mental, and physical aptitude we require for selection. Now, having accepted the challenge to join the most elite fighting force the world has ever known, this individual will be provided the opportunity to earn a bachelor's degree of her choosing, all the while being trained, tested, and evaluated as a future Marine officer. We expect Marines to lead and win. We must provide them with education of the heart and the mind. As such, upon graduation from Marine Corps, Officer Candidate School in Quantico, Virginia, she will also earn her bachelor's degree, and she will receive a commission as a second lieutenant. She will assume a heavy responsibility in our Corps, being a steward of our most precious and sacred resource, our Marines. It takes morally and physically courageous individuals to step forward for service in the armed forces in today's environment. An individual capable of independent and bold action, willing and eager to embrace challenge, and an eternal student. This future Marine officer will be charged with carrying on our proud tradition and legacy of honor, courage, and commitment. I have the utmost confidence that she will succeed in this journey, becoming a United States Marine Corps officer. And lastly, Ronald Reagan once said, "Some people wonder all their lives if they made a difference. The Marines don't have that problem." Please join me in congratulating Ms. Lucy Pincus.
At this time, we're going to ask all of our students and officers to come back out on the stage so we can recognize them as a group. They not only have achieved North Carolina status, but they have broken national records. This group right here has over $5 million in scholarships, and it's truly amazing. Let's all stand to our feet and give these students some respect. These students will be recognized at graduation for their amazing accomplishment, and we are super proud of them. And if you did not catch their story on WSOC, that link is posted on our school website, so make sure and check it out.
But I rise this morning to represent the Military Officers Association of America. It's a service organization that represents the interests of both active duty and retired Marines and all service members on issues that may affect them and their families going forward. They also each year, across the over 40 JRTC programs around the Charlotte metro area, they offer 4 to 5 scholarships each year to recognize cadets in ROTC for their leadership, their academics, and their citizenship. It's a competitive process that each candidate has to go through. And this year at Weddington High School, we're proud to be able to recognize one of our own. It's the other half of the Pincus sisters. Emma Pincus, would you please come up here and receive this $2,000?
I'm here representing the Weddington HS Club, and I can say that this is a very special day for all of you. Many of you have been recognized with awards for your hard work. All of you are one day closer to graduation, and many of you have beaming parents and grandparents in the back of the room with that look of pride in their eyes as they recognize your hard work, and I know they live vicariously through all of your accomplishments. I just want to give you my own little small piece of advice, speaking from experience. As you have these moments, savor every event. Live in the moment. There will be many of them in your lives, but they will go by so quickly. I can see parents and grandparents nodding in agreement. Now let's get down to business. The reason I'm here, as I said, my name is Bill Dieter. I'm with Weddington HS Club, and I am here to present a computer laptop scholarship award. We first started this in 1998. I know that's before all of you seniors were born, unless we have a fourth-year senior out there someplace. And we started first with one scholarship. We are now up to where we award a scholarship to a deserving senior at all 11 high schools in Union County. We award these scholarships to a deserving senior, hoping it will help them in their future endeavors in education. I am here tonight, or this morning, to announce the winner of the 2019 Weddington Optimist Club Computer Scholarship, and that is Simon Jenkins.
Good morning. My name is Jeff Crawley. I'm a veterinarian by trade, but currently serving as the president of the Union County Farm Bureau. To start with, seniors, to hear your teachers talk about you, to hear your teachers talk about you and the stories about this class, it's pretty clear that I feel kind of bad for the underclassmen. Y'all seem to have set the bar really high, and it sounds like the principal may be locking the door after you graduate. Seems like shut it down. So we do certainly look forward to your involvement in the community and going forward. The M.D. Nicholson Scholarship is what I'm here to present to Emily Qureshi. This is an agriculture-based scholarship going to the school of her choice, and we certainly look forward to her impact in agriculture. I think everyone knows that that's something that's going to impact that affects your life every day. Because you don't see many people that don't enjoy a good meal, be it a steak or whatever you so choose to eat. So if Emily would come forward, if she's where she goes.
Okay, so I'm not sure if many of you remember the event that we did, Super Bowl for Carrie. Do you guys remember that, where you could pay to get out of class? I shouldn't have said it like that, but you can, and all funds went to donate to our Union County shelter, and Weddington High School has been the leading winner over years. We have contributed over $18,000. And from that, the scholarship committee is able to offer a $500 scholarship to a student who demonstrates community service, test scores, GPA. And this young lady is going to Virginia Tech in the fall. She ranks in the top 20. Kendall Collins, please come up. The Michael A. DeMeo Scholarship is awarded to seniors who work in the community to curb underage drinking and driving. Applicants are required to submit an essay and have received an acceptance to a four-year university. Our recipient has had both accomplishments achieved. Attending the University of Southern California in the fall, please join me in welcoming to the stage the 2018-19 Michael A. DeMeo Scholarship, Ms. Sachi Deslang.
is Malika Rajan. I am one of the counselors here at Weddington High School, and it is my honor to present the Monroe Breakfast Rotary Club Scholarship today. This scholarship asks the question, what have you done in the area of service to people, the community, and the world? Our recipient today will be attending App State this fall, and she plans to pursue studies about communication disorders to further serve the community. Please join me in celebrating Reagan Rand as the recipient of this year's Monroe Breakfast Rotary Club. At this time, we want to recognize our Miss Weddington Scholarship. Most of you know Leah Schwartz. Come on up. Leah is amazingly kind-hearted. She's the first one when there is a crisis in the community. She's the first one to think about, how can I make this better? How can I give back? And Miss Weddington's scholarship had to complete essays, interviews, and it was pretty rigorous. And we are honored to have you. This is a $250 scholarship, and she will be attending UNC Chapel Hill in the fall. The next award that we're going to recognize is for the UCPS Education Foundation Scholarship, and that is where students had to write a very compelling essay to recognize a teacher. We actually haven't had anyone at Weddington to win this award in 2 years, and she wrote about Miss Manley, and they were able to attend a nice banquet. And at this time, we want to recognize Emily Mooney. This is a $1,200 scholarship, so congratulations, Emily.
This year, 2 Weddington students were recognized by North Carolina DECA as Diamond students. These 2 students were recognized for achieving the pillars of DECA: academically prepared, community-oriented, professionally responsible, and experienced leaders, and all-around good kids. But congratulations and a big thank you to Katie DeVille and Aiden Powers. While she's up here, each year DECA and its corporate partners award scholarship money to deserving young men and women. And this year, Katie was awarded the Sonia Dismute Scholarship. This scholarship is based on leadership and community service through DECA. Congratulations, Katie.
morning. My name is April Nicolai, and I'm here representing East Carolina University. At ECU, the Honors College invites 200 students each year to be a part of a diverse intellectual community. Collectively, these students form a living learning community made up of bright students. Together, they tackle real-world problems through honors course requirements and dedicate themselves to leadership and service across campus and the community. Students complete faculty-mentored research and internships that add real-world experience to their education. In addition to an innovative educational experience, every Honors College student receives some level of scholarship. Chancellor Fellows receive a scholarship covering the cost of in-state tuition for 4 years, which is approximately $17,000, and Centennial Fellows receive a scholarship for $10,000 for 4 years. This year alone, we had over 1,900 honors eligible students for only 200 spots, and through an intense review process, we have selected our honors college class of 2023. I would like to recognize 2 outstanding seniors who have chosen to continue their education at East Carolina University in the Honors College. Please join me in congratulating Michael Capolero and Chase Jones for their ECU believes that scholarships of any amount can mean the difference between attending and not attending college. The Chancellor's Scholars Program at ECU was created starting in fall 2019, seeking to significantly increase its scholarship offerings to recruit a wide variety of first-year students. Weddington High School has 3 students that will be in our inaugural class of Chancellor's Scholars. These students have been awarded a $1,000 Chancellor's Scholarship, which is renewable for 4 years at ECU, and should have already received their certificates in the mail. At this time, please stand and be recognized. Chase Anderson, Dylan Jordan, and Bahal Penn.